Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This film is rated M for suicide themes and coarse language. Having been adapted from a novel and serving as a remake of the original 2015 Swedish film, this is Tom Hanks' newest film, and since he's one of my favourite actors I had quite an interest to see this remake. So this is Kia's Reviews, and this is my review of A Man Called Otto.
Okay. Bye.
Are you always this unfriendly?
I'm not unfriendly.
Okay, you're not. No. You're not unfriendly. Every word you say is like a warm cuddle.
A Man Called Otto is the American adaptation of the novel by Fredrik Backman, as well as a remake of the original Swedish film from 2015 titled A Man Called Ove. Thematically and plot-wise, this remake does basically nothing to make itself stand out from its source material, given that the majority of the dialogue is the exact same as the Swedish movie, and structures the story exactly how it was done back in 2015, but some of the sequences' structuring is in a different order to make it feel a little new, but there is very little that feels fresh, new, or original about this remake. However, the presence of Tom Hanks' Otto is what differentiates this interpretation from the original adaptation, given that the original is a lot darker and more focused around the dark themes of the story, therefore centralising its main character to be overly angry and unlikable. What surprised me about both films was that no matter how unlikable Otto got, you could still feel a connection to him as the story developed. I personally didn't enjoy the darker and angrier aspects of the original portrayal of Otto's character, but Tom Hanks is the perfect actor for this role as he balances charm and anger brilliantly. Since I felt as if A Man Called Ove was so much more bleak than its remake, what made A Man Called Otto a lot more fresh was how culturally relevant it was to the times that we're living in now, and while the 2015 Swedish version didn't really adapt to the times, it was nice to feel like there was a lighter tone applied to the remake. Tom Hanks was brilliant as you still felt a warmness to his anger, and sometimes you could even find comedy in his blatant and upfront anger. I felt like I cared a lot more about Otto's backstory in this film too, as the actors were a lot more accentuated than its Swedish predecessor. The cast were more developed and stronger in their portrayals that the lack of originality in the film's story, dialogue and execution could actually be excused most of the time. However, if this movie didn't have Tom Hanks' Otto, this could have been dialed down to becoming another American remake that was far worse than its original due to a lack of new ideas. There is enough to charm you and keep you feeling joyful throughout the entire runtime, and even with some of the darker themes still being present in the remake, it felt a lot brighter than the 2015 version. A Man Called Otto may not have the originality that is very rarely found in American remakes nowadays, but it improves the charm, charisma, and comedy that seemed to be lacking in its Swedish predecessor, making for a tonally lighter film. Tom Hanks is fantastic in the way he balances charm and anger and creates a faithful adaptation of such a lost man who battles with his own dark thoughts, but also tries to see the good in others despite his frequent frustrations and annoyances with anybody he comes into contact with. As much as this certainly could have been a flop, it's a decent enough remake to warrant it being worth a watch, so I'll give A Man Called Otto a 7 out of 10. Thank you all so much for watching. Have you seen A Man Called Otto? Let me know below. As always, be sure to have a look at my previous reviews of Marcel the Shell with Shoes On and The Fabelmans. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Letterboxd and Instagram for all of my latest movie reviews. This has been Kia's Reviews, signing off for now.
Don't forget to like, follow, and obey.